January, what happened?
For the last month, shit. Um, we just basically she moved out and I'm still staying in my apartment. We talk. Ain't gonna lie, we still have sex too.
Okay.
Yeah, like we it feels just everything still seems the same. She just moved.
Well, that needs to stop ASAP before that part that you do have changes completely also.
All right.
And going no contact means unless it's about your kid, we don't talk. Unless um you're coming to pick up the kid, I don't see you. We don't hang out. Because the problem is once she decides to leave you, she needs to understand what not having you in her life feels like. And you're not allowing her to feel that by still having sex with her, by still hanging out with her, by still answering phone calls and texting her if it has nothing to do with your child. She's not going to
Yeah.
know what it's like to miss you. She doesn't know what it's like to miss you. And she's taking you for granted because what woman has a child and then says, I'm going to leave the child's father and separate this relationship? Now, listen, that don't sound like the smartest tool in you know, she don't sound like the smallest tool in the shed, you know what I'm saying? But it, I don't understand that move in general. Um, it just doesn't sound like a smart thing to begin with. Um, but that's besides the fact. The point is you have to take control of the situation even when it's her doing whatever she's doing. You have to have enough wisdom to correct that shit, and that's not what you're doing. You're not correcting it. Now you said you wanted to go no contact. Obviously you're not doing it. You need to do it. So
Yeah.
what are you having a hard time with?
Uh, she finds ways to keep on talking to me with like bringing the baby up, calling me, showing me the baby, and like just doing all just small stuff to keep me engaged with her.
Okay, how? Let's list these things off.
So she'll FaceTime me, right? And she'll FaceTime me and show me the baby, like, oh, look what she's doing, and this, and that. And then she'll text me saying, hey, like if I have the baby, oh, what's the baby doing? Just like stuff like that to keep me engaged with her.
All right, so why can't you just not answer those text messages?
I do. She keeps on blowing me up.
All right, don't
Then she,
answer. It's don't answer means don't. I hate when guys say, "Oh, I don't answer." She keep blowing me. Don't answer. If she FaceTime you, be like, "Hey, I'm busy. What is it?" And if it's something that's needed, like, "Oh, I need you to come quick. There's a problem." Then that's cool. But if it's something that, "Oh, I just need this," or "Look at this." All right, I gotta go. Bye. Oh, look what she's doing. Oh, that's cute. All right. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Keep it
okay,
short. Or just don't answer. If it's something that's not necessarily for you to be on the phone, you don't have to answer. I'm pretty sure you spend time with your daughter. You spend plenty of time with your daughter, and you'll get to see those little moments.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So if she's with her and she's trying to call you, don't answer. Just simply don't answer. And if she's blowing up your phone, put your phone on D&D. And if she
All
continues to
right.
call, just don't answer. If you know that it's not a real concern, if it's something serious, and that's the hard part of having a young kid. If it's something serious, then answer.
Yeah.
Because what she's doing is she's weaponizing that child. She's weaponizing that child and using it as a reason to have her cake and eat it too. She's trying to punish you by saying, "Oh, I don't want to have a relationship for whatever weird ass reason," because I'm pretty sure that comes down to your dynamics. And another thing that you need to realize when you're in no contact is why she did that. What made her come to that conclusion? Because there's always, in most cases, I would say, as the man, and it is your divine principle to take charge of your relationship. And I truly believe that, given Quranic, given biblical principles, even if you're not a religious person, even still, when you look at it logistically, you're in charge of that relationship. So you have to realize what you did wrong to correct that shit. And you got to
Yeah.
correct it. So whatever got you there, whether it's her taking you for granted, whatever the case may be, because women I deal with, they never do shit like that. Obviously, I don't have any kids yet, but women don't do that. They don't like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe if I did have a kid, maybe she would try to weaponize the kid. I don't know. But the point is, you have to correct that. And it's just simple. Don't answer the phone. Just simply don't answer the phone. Like, you're doing too much. It's like, oh, I don't understand. But my thing is, why is it hard for you not to answer the phone?
I don't know, really. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for my daughter, really.
Yeah, and that's fine. I get that. But you gotta understand, like, if you know if you're a good dad, you know if you're hanging out with your daughter, you know if you're spending time with her, you know if you just spoke to her, you just left her, is everything okay? And with the main thing you have to do when you're getting those calls, you gotta don't answer and reply with a text like, "What's up? What happened? I can't talk right now."
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Simple. I can't talk right now. What is it? I can't be on the phone. What is it? And if she said, "Oh, I just want to show you her," okay, another time, bye. Or just if it's some irrelevant ass text, don't even reply to it. And then when she finally brings up, "Hey, why you been acting like that?" We're single, remember? What are you calling me for? You wanted this. You broke up with me.
Yeah.
I didn't leave you. You're the one who had the fucking genius idea when we have a kid, you want to separate. Now, the reasons why, maybe you should try to find that out. Maybe she's stepping out, maybe there's another guy, who knows? Whatever the case may
Now
be.
she said she did tell me that she wanted to go on dates and have if she has sex, then that's what it is and stuff. But if that's what she owned, I don't plan on getting back with her.
Well, you need to find out what's going on. But her trying to have her cake and eat it too, because that's basically what she's trying to do. She's trying to leave you so she can go on other dates with other men, but then still call you at her leisure. Absolutely not. Unless it's about our child, unless the child's in need, unless it's something of emergency. Do not talk to me. Nothing. And you need to think before you do, like, have some discretion when she texts you, she hits you up. Is this a matter that needs to be addressed right now? Do I need to see my daughter right now? Do I need to see this? And if she's trying to still weaponize her child against you, what you need to do is be like, hey, if she's like, oh, well, look, I just want to show you this moment, send me a picture. Send me a picture. Stop texting me, because you wanted to step out when you have a child. You just had a newborn child and you want to step out because you want to date other men? Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And another thing is how you put the fire to her ass. Start going on dates. Start showing that you out there getting it too. Now, I would suggest, if you can, fix that situation, because having a family is always the right thing to do. Um, Especially you have a young child and the situation's not doesn't sound like it's completely tarnished. So if you can fix that situation, I would advise you to do the right thing, because that would be the right thing to do. I'm not going to advise you the wrong thing to do, especially when you have a young child. And
Yeah.
what that would do to that child could be detrimental for years to come, you know. So I would advise you to, if you can fix that situation, try your best to do that. Um, but if she's out there creeping and doing whatever she's doing, she has to feel like what it's not like to have you. So you need to change shit up ASAP before it's a little too late.
All right, I got you.
No problem. Anybody else got some questions?
Yeah, I've got a question, KG.
What the deal?
What's your opinion on OnlyFans, and if you could you ever get with a girl that has OnlyFans, or take them seriously at least?
Well, I think that inherently, instinctually, the answer would be no. But I would say there's always exceptional situations. It all depends on your code of ethics, your morals. And I think my target audience falls into this obviously men that have a somewhat of a religious background sometime. And I don't think just any man wants their girl to be flaunting their body out for the public. Now,
Mm.
there's different levels, right? If you have a code of morals and ethics, and you have a religious background, and you're saying, well, eventually I want this person to be my wife, because what else are you dating for? Eventually for marriage. And you don't want her naked out on the internet, I would say absolutely not. And not only would you not wife her, you would never take her serious, right? On a certain level. If this is a girl that you love and you want to be with, and you take her serious and you eventually want to marry her, having an OnlyFans is not something that you want to do to take someone serious at all whatsoever.
Yeah, because for me, basically, I was with a female for like 2 years, and then when we broke up, she made an OnlyFans account, and then now she's like been on that for a long time, and now she's contacting me, and I don't know if I can wrap my head around of being with somebody where loads of people from my area have seen her naked. Because I don't feel like I could do that personally. But
what is she trying to like? What is she hitting you up to, trying to like get with you again, or what does she want?
Yeah, so we broke up for like 6-7 months, and then she's been messaging me recently, and she wants to like get back together with me like properly, but the things that she's done since we've not been together, as in OnlyFans, I don't think I could ever take her seriously. Like, if I feel like if I was to be walking around the streets with her holding her hand, we could be walking past somebody that's seen her naked. So I just feel like I could never take it serious. But because there's love there between us both, it's difficult to turn her down. But yeah, I just wanted to ask your opinion. What would you do in that situation, basically?
Well, let's say if I was talking to a girl and she had an OnlyFans after we broke up, and then tried to get back with me after she was naked, especially if she was on there having, sex with people, anybody who leaves me and goes and hook up with somebody else, it's automatically no. No is out the question. But I have very high standards. My standards for what I would qualify as a wife is probably very different from your average person, and my standards are extremely high. Like, I won't even, I won't wife a bitch if I know she smoked weed. She has to stop doing that, and she has to not been doing it for some years before she can even be taken serious. So my standards are a little high. But if she was on that OnlyFans having sex with people, it's 100% no. Yeah, I love you and I care about you, but it's a simple fact that you broke up with me and you let another man touch you. It's blasphemy. Do you know who I am? Did I not please you? Did I not do everything good for you? Absolutely not. So it would be 100% no for me. If she's just on there taking pictures, I wouldn't make her feel bad. I would say, so what if we have kids? And
that's what I said. I literally said to her, if we had a daughter, like, what would you do? And she said, well, my mom supports me, so I would support my daughter. So that, for me, it was like,
what does that have to do? And that's not even where I was going with it, but that has nothing to do with the topic at hand. But what if I was going to say, what if our kids at school one day and they say, hey, mom, somebody recognized you and their dad showed their son pictures of you naked, and now it's all over the internet. What if you somehow become popular and it gets exposed that your wife was on OnlyFans? Like, and it's just a mess. And the type of damage that it'll cause, you can avoid all of that. And just because her mother has a lack of morals and ethics, and no principles, doesn't mean that you don't. Just because, my mother supports me posing naked for the world, so you should too. And I would hope my daughter would. No, because what are you teaching your daughter? And you need to think about the morals and ethics that she's going to teach her kid. She's probably going to teach her kid, hey, it's okay for you to pose naked. Do you want that for your daughter?
Definitely not. Yeah, that's the thing. But I just feel like this society makes these things normal, and it makes you feel like you're wrong for disagreeing with it.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy.
Of course, but that's something you need to do. That's something, the answer to that question, and you need to take that into consideration. Yeah, you can blame society, but it's still a decision she made. And what separates her from the girls that don't do it?
Yeah.
That's why I said, when you have standards, and I just did this on a podcast yesterday, it's good to date a girl that has somewhat of a relatively religious background, or at least believes in God, because she'll have some code to live by, some morals and ethics. Because when you don't have that, anything flows. And that's where that usually 100%. Stems from. Because if I say, well, I don't unalive people, I don't sleep with men just because it's against my religion. I don't have anything against people who do it, but I'm not going to do it, right? That's just goes against my code and ethics. Now, if somebody doesn't have that reference table and they say, well, oh, it's okay, you can do anything. Well, it's okay, yeah, you can pose naked. It's okay. Well, it's not that serious. What's holding them back from, having that because they don't have that reference sheet. They don't have that. When you don't have that reference for morals and ethics, anything flies because you don't have any reference table. It becomes subjective. It's like, well, I don't see the problem. That's why people on here talking, I see people on live talking about, oh, I don't think it's immoral for you to hook up with your biological sister. Like, what? So it all correlates. When you don't have a reference table for morals and ethics, anything goes. Selling drugs, unaliving people, whatever the case may be. It doesn't seem that serious, especially when it's not as extreme. The small things. And you need to be careful, even particularly more now in this day and age when it comes to choosing a wife, because these women are unruly. They want to have an OnlyFans. They want to have this. They want to give up so many points, but then still want you to treat them like a princess. Absolutely not. I would say there's always exceptions, right? There's always exceptions in she's giving you a good 30% and she was making $1 million a year. It depends on your morals and ethics. Are you going to compromise yourself for that? And she's giving you 30% of it. If she's making 30K a month and giving you half of it, there's exceptions, but not for me. I can understand it. Maybe I would do it with a girl that I'm never going to wife. But when she gets that news and comes to that reality that she'll never be my wife and I'll never put a kid in her, but I've been collecting this money, it's going to be a harsh reality for her. But I can be ruthless like that sometimes. Not everybody has that in them, but that's up to you, man. That's a decision you got to make at the end of the day, because that shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, no problem. If I have a little moment of silence, guys, I'm creating the podcast as we go along. So if you guys have questions, you can always ask. By the way, if you're on TikTok, you guys jump on YouTube and I'll put the link for the Zoom in the chat. And then you guys can ask me questions. Because one, I am not allowed to have guests on here. TikTok they be blowing mine. You know what I'm saying? But you guys can hit the link in the bio, go on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube also. And then what I'll do is I'll put the link to the chat, to the Zoom chat in there. And you guys can ask questions there. Right. I got to go to the gym after this too. We're going to be a little late, but.
I was going to ask, when you do your podcast, do you release it or just on Spotify, or do you have like a separate thing that you put other podcasts on, or is it all on Spotify?
Yeah, it's just on Spotify for now. It's on Spotify in an app called Anchor.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to, there's a way to put it on iTunes. I just have to figure that out. I've been trying to do that. And once I figure that out, it'll be on iTunes also. But right now it's just on Spotify and Anchor.
So you don't have like an exclusive, because I thought where you said the Anchor thing, I thought you was putting like exclusive podcasts on Anchor separate to the Spotify podcast, but it's all the same.
Well, yeah, the Anchor and Spotify is the same, but I do have exclusive podcasts. If you go on the app, there's a way to subscribe to the more exclusive podcasts. You just got to go on there. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. So there's podcasts that even some is one that I did recently that's not even on Patreon. I need to put it on Patreon, but it's not on Patreon either. And I gave a live chat between me and somebody, and basically just telling you how to, she was basically explaining why she does so much and why I get what I want, or just mad extra shit. But there's a lot of exclusive stuff, so you can go there for that too.
Okay.
And by the way, guys, Discord. I see you guys on YouTube asking. I've been created Discord. I just honestly don't go on it because it takes up too much memory in my phone. I need to get a new phone with a few terabytes. Here, let me put the chat in here. Let me see. I see somebody said, "What's your opinion on getting married young as a Muslim?" Honestly, you should. It'll save you a lot in the afterlife, bro. Like, and this dating thing is only done in America, bro. I'm pretty sure they date in other countries, but like, I remember hearing in what was it? And in Iraq, it's either Iraq or Iran. They have this thing where they do like marriages, like they do a quick marriage just so they can have sex. It's like a loophole. I'm pretty sure that's not something that's allowed. But yeah, they do that. And so this way technically you're not doing anything haram if you're Muslim, you know, if you're having sex. And so it's something that's kind of like kind of, you know, I don't know. Guys, by the way, if you came from YouTube, if you came from TikTok and you're on YouTube, I put the link in the chat. So all you have to do is click the link in the chat, and then you can jump over on the Zoom call and ask questions until I start the live, until I start the podcast. So you can ask me questions until then. And by the way, if you were on Patreon, the guys on Patreon, they get access first, so they could have been asking questions, you know. And then there will be times where I go on Patreon and just do that and just ask questions and have exclusive times where we just ask questions and we don't even do that. But if you're trying to get on YouTube, the link is in the bio. Simple. And guys, if you're in the chat, run up the likes for me, man. Come on. Everybody on YouTube too, run up the likes. Just tap the like button. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Tap it up. Tap it up. Tap it up. Tap it up.
Oh wow! How explain? What's the problem? Explain.
Guys, I can hear you talking. I can hear you talking. You're talking about problem. If you're gonna speak, speak. Anyway, guys, we're about to start the podcast. So if you guys got any last minute questions before we start, speak now or forever hold your peace.
What's the best app to meet girls, to meet females, and also, like, I know you say stay on your purpose, don't chase females, but even if you're on your purpose, like, what's the best way to meet new women? You know, like.
So if you're on Patreon, hold on, let me mute this person's mic because they are really loud. Is that you? Is that your mic?
No, that's not me, bro. No.
Yeah, that's Ray. Mute Ray. So one, you want to stay on your purpose. Your purpose comes first, and then you make time for that when you can. And I have, if you look on Patreon, I have a screenshot, right? And it's like a list of dating apps that you can use. And I even give things to put in your bio. I even give things that little things that you can use. Obviously, if you're using dating apps, you want to use your best pictures, but it can be a little addicting sometimes. So try not to be on that all the time. What you want to do is just be on that when you can. And when you're not on your purpose, when you're not working, you got some downtime, look through it, maybe swipe right, swipe left sometime. But there's a lot. You just go on it, but be careful when downloading it because they have some weird apps out there. You might catch yourself on the wrong one. So just look on Patreon. I have a whole segment in there for dating apps.
Well, so you think dating apps is the best way to meet new women?
No, the best way to meet new women is going out and meeting new women, like going out and talking to women and approaching women with no discretion, right? And that's the absolute 100% best way to meet women is going out and actually meeting them. Yeah, that's the best way.
Okay.
All right. Let's get started on this podcast because your boy still got to go to the GYM after these. All right. I think this is podcast number 157 or 156. Who knows what podcast number this is? Because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's 157. Goddamn, we getting up there. Podcast number 157. Let's get it started. Hey, what's going on with my connection? All right, guys. Podcast number 157. Today, we're going to be talking about why women don't chase you. And there's a lot of reasons why. A lot of you guys are desperate. A lot of you guys don't have any standards. And it correlates with the last podcast, right? But before we get into that, I want you guys to hear from AI Tate. All right, guys. That was AI Tate. Make sure you guys subscribe to the relationship course. The link is in the bio. Make sure you get that. It answers a lot of you guys' questions. A lot of you guys always have questions about this and about that and the third. And a lot of your problems will be solved if you simply just get the relationship course. It's the price of a pair of sneakers, not super expensive. But yeah, what we're going to be talking about today's podcast is why women don't chase you. And there's a lot of different reasons. But you know how the podcast goes. Once we play the song, we get right into it. And this is J.O. Say It. And right after the song, we're going to get into the podcast. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you grab your popcorn, your chips, your juice, whatever you need. And we're going to get into this podcast right after the song.
Yeah, nigga. This is that big Hollywood shit, niggas. You copping that shit you wish you could get. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking around out here, man. Fuck you thought it was, nigga. You know how we doing, nigga. We doing back-to-back shit. Ain't no stop fucking breaks, nigga. This shit ain't for the weak. So tell them niggas watch blow. Ain't depending on no niggas. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I ain't even told. That's what happens when you poppin' niggas say it ain't so. Ain't so, got the city on fire, but I'm still too cold. Always tell it like it is, yeah, you know I'm too bold. But you still sleeping on me, niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't. Woo. Ain't so, got it figured out. Trying to be the nice guy, but now I'm on a different route. Probably got your girlfriend in my crib, just trying to dick her down. And best believe I kick her out if she don't plan on putting out. Yeah, cause I'm a dog, I'm a fucking dog. Got a lot of bitches, but I'm always trying to fuck some more. Yeah, so what you want from a nigga? I done found out the game, and they don't be loving niggas. I'm good, I'm all set. The way I do my own thing, yeah, they all vex. Out here calling shots like a motherfucking rep. Whole time y'all was playing checkers, I was playing chess. Man, this shit a mess. I'm gon' blow, ain't depending on no niggas. Yeah, I'm gon' roll. I ain't even tripping about the lies being told. That's what happens when you poppin' niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't. Woo. Ain't so, got the city on fire, but I'm still too cold. Always tell it like it is, yeah, you know I'm too bold. But you still sleeping on me, niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't. Woo. Ain't so that I'm back, nigga. Tell Shorty that I'm in. She know he a whack, nigga. Doing all that yapping. He just hating cause my stack's bigger. Hit it from the back. I'm the one that got her ass bigger. Yeah, and I'm a boss. I'm a fucking boss. Feeling like a Cali baby. I ain't never took a loss. Nah, and I made y'all with the cross. Putting on for my city, and I put that on the cross. So I'm good. I'm all set. Who's real? Who's fake? Now let's put them to the test. I ain't worried about a thing, baby. I ain't never stressed. Ben thought I was that nigga. Man, I must confess. Bitch, I've been the best. I'm gon' blow, ain't depending on no niggas, yeah, I'm gon' roll. I ain't even tripping about the lies being told. That's what happens when you poppin' niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Got the city on fire, but I'm still too cold. Always tell it like it is, yeah, you know I'm too bold. But you still sleeping on me, niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't.
All right, guys, that was Say It Ain't by Jay. This is podcast number 157. Today we're going to be talking about why women don't chase you. And starting off, first things first, and why women aren't chasing you guys is when you don't take care of yourself. You don't keep up with your appearance, right? My skin is relatively clean. As you can see, I don't have any pimples. Sometimes I do have really bad bags, depending on how much sleep I get. That's been something I've been suffering with my whole life, honestly. But it kind of sucks because there's some people that won't sleep for days and they get no wrinkling under their eyes, right? Another contributing reason as to why my skin looks the way it does, I don't smoke, I don't drink. Maybe smoking maybe has nothing to do with that, but I don't drink. So a lot of the times you guys will never know I'm 30 unless I told you. And a lot of people be like, damn, bro, like you're 30? You know, there's a lot of people that, especially like girls, they be like, if I talk to a girl and they're like, no way you're 30, you look 24, you look younger than my last boyfriend and he's 26 or 25 or whatever the case may be. So that's another contributing reason is I take care of my body. And I look this way because I also take care of my skin. And appearance is the number one reason why some girls will chase you, because obviously if you take care of yourself, you literally can transform your body. I've seen people who like have these I forget what they call. I always say it wrong. A gausia, whatever the fuck. I hate to say it because I always say it wrong. But it's something that you use to like sculpt your face. And I do it. I have a few of them. And you sculpt your face when you clean your face. There's like skin cleansers. There's there's a lot of different things you can use in your face, and you literally can change your face. Sometimes some people may look better with a beard, some people may not, right? Some people get their eyebrows done, some dudes don't. Maybe that'll look better for you. Some people stay with a haircut. You may get a haircut every 2 or 3 weeks because you're talking about, I don't want to mess up my line. Nah, fuck that. Get a haircut every week. Stay on top of your game. Make sure you dress nice. That's another reason. You guys, your sneakers look cooked. At least if you can't afford the sneakers, clean them. You know, you can find, even if, and I don't care about this. Listen, when I couldn't afford sneakers when I was younger, I would buy the fake shoes. I didn't care. And I would only do it with like Air Forces though. You know, I didn't really go crazy. But like, if you order a pair of Air Forces online, you could get them for like $40. Because I know a lot of guys go, I can't afford it. No one's ever, and I promise you, no one's ever going to tell the difference between fake and real Air Forces unless they're like a legitimate real sneakerhead. And sometimes if you're a real sneakerhead, you can tell because the leather feels a little different. But no one's going to be like, yo, give me your sneaker right now. Let me inspect this, right? Stay up on your game. Sneakers, you get a pair of Air Forces on Alibaba, AliExpress, whatever the case, they cost like $40-$30. You get a few of them. You pay $100, get like 3 pairs. Stay up on your game. Stay up on your skinwear. Stay up on your clothes. And you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money just from buying, all these clothes. You can do the minimum and still look fly and still look good. Make sure you take care of your skin. That's one of the main reasons why girls don't obsess over you. That's why girls are not chasing you, because you don't stay up on your skincare. You look in the mirror right now. You got a fresh cut? Is your hair done up? If you got long hair, is your dreads twisted? Is your braids done? Right? I mean, mine look a little crazy, but it don't matter. I'm a bit exceptional, baby. I look good either way. Sometimes I feel like girls come for me a little more when I look crazy. Sometimes. That's numero uno for real, because a lot of you guys, you don't take care of yourself. And another thing is taking pictures. Like when you don't take the best pictures, you'll take a half-ass blurry photo and then just upload it. No, take good quality photos. It's so easy. It's so easy. Take a picture on portrait mode, or even if you're not really good at taking pictures, make sure you have a fly fit and do some Travis Scott shit and cover your face. Cover your face. I swear to God, every time I see a photo of this guy, he's never looking. I seen a video of him on Twitter and he was banging on the wall. Like, bro, why can't I never see your face? I see this guy so much like on social media, but I barely ever see his face. Sometimes I forget how ugly that man actually is. But even if you are, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can still have girls chase you. You can still have girls fighting over you. I've seen it. That's not always the best thing, but they will, depending on who they are and how much they love themselves. Now, numero dos, another reason why girls are not chasing you, because you don't know how to say no. It's simple. A lot of you guys never say no. A girl, oh, you want to hang out? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, let's go right away. Let's go. And like, you'll drop whatever you're doing. You got to go to the gym. You got to work out. You got to, oh, I will, but let me handle my shit first. And then maybe I'll come through if there's time, if that's okay with you. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, of course. Or you just say, no, I can't do it today. We can do another day. And you saying no, not this day that she wanted, is an indicator that one, you have a life. Two, you got things going on. And three, you're not going to just drop everything for her. Whereas most men, they just say, oh, you want me to do this, or you want to hang out now? All right, bet, let's go. I mean, I had to do something, but I'll just drop it. That goes to show maybe you don't get that much attention. Maybe you're not used to girls asking you to do stuff. Maybe you're not used to girls asking you to hang out. Why are you just always available on my beck and call? Girls might say they want that, but not always. It's not always like that, because when you do that, when you're always available, then it starts to thinking like, who really wants him? Like, what do you have going on? Why are you always free? Like, it's a little needy. I'm not sure if I'm really feeling it, so sometimes tell girls no. Even if y'all like about to hook up and she want to hook up with you and she like, come on, let's get it done. Let's do the do. She's trying to have an SEX. She's trying to give you that Glock 3000. And you just be like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm just, not today. Even if you've done it before and you say, oh, not today. In her head, like, damn, am I ugly? He don't like me. He don't love me. Whatever the case may be. Is he messing with other girls? Why would he tell me no? Sometimes say no. Sometimes say no. And another thing, be on your purpose. Nobody puts their purpose first. Like, if you have a career, if you have a purpose, if you're in the gym, if you're an athlete, if you have a job, even if you're not an athlete, if you have a job, if you ain't got nothing else but that damn job, make sure you at that job all the time. Work no less than 50 hours. 40 hours is kind of regular. That's average. Work 50 hours more, 50, 60, 70 hours. Pick up as many shifts as you can, because even though you'll be at work a lot and your social life is kind of canceled, but you'll have that bag, you'll have that bread, right? And then they'll want to get a hold of you a lot more. I'm like, oh, damn, I want to see you. Oh, man, I mean, I can, but I got work. Oh, man, I can, but I just picked up a shift. You free next week? Are you free on the weekend? And she see you always working because you really about your money. No girl's going to say, oh, no, he ain't about his money. No, because they want you to buy them some shit. You know what I'm saying? Even the girls who are not gold diggers, they still want you to buy them some shit. You still got to pay for some shit either way, right? It work 50, 60, 70 hours a week. If you're not doing that, start a business. Pick up a trade. Learn to trade on, stocks. Do some trade options. Do something, right? And that's another reason why women don't chase. That's probably the main reason why. And there's been so many there's so many studies done that show that women that, they are more attracted to a man who has a purpose, who's on his purpose. And when you do that, and when you're on your purpose, they know that you got shit going on. You probably got your shit together. If not, you're working towards that. And they know that you're not gonna put them over your purpose. That's the main reason why girls are not chasing you. And I know, because if you say 1 in 3 men are virgins in the United States and 5 out of 10 men go a year without having SEX, then you know that y'all not getting chased like that. Y'all not getting chased like that, right? And there's levels to it. Obviously, if you're rich and you have money and you know how to display that, and you're good looking and you take care of yourself and you have some game, then obviously you're going to have more options. But how do you maximize your options where you're at? One, taking care of yourself, your appearance, your body. Make sure you're in the gym, right? And that's another thing that I forgot to mention. In the gym, at least try to go for a six-pack. If you're a little chubby, try to go for a six-pack. You know what I'm saying? Try to get rid of that. And I don't care what nobody says. Oh, girls say, oh, I like me a chubby man. Why? And I think Kevin Gates has said that best. I had posted on my story. He was like, oh, some girl in his comments, he was on live and she said that I like the dad bod. He was like, nah, you know what you liked? You thought that you could get over on me because I was getting over on myself. Why am I getting caught? No, I'm a little busy. Because you thought you could get over on me because I was getting over on myself. Right? And what it had looked like is that because he's fat and because he's overweight, he looks like he's not a disciplined person. And a lot of people are intimidated by discipline. So you like, oh yeah, my girl she liked that chubby, yeah, because she looked like she thinks she could get over on you. She thinks that she control you. Because most likely people ain't gonna be chasing you. And there's some fat guys who get girls too, but still, be at your best. Be at your best. And that's another reason why girls are not chasing you, because you're not at your best. Taking care of yourself, telling girls no, being on your purpose, you know. And here's another thing. It's just it goes into all the things that I really talk about why girls don't chase you. It's just contributing a multitude of, you know, contributing reasons as to why. And damn, I'm gonna make my eye blurry. And another reason why is guys don't have any you don't got no self-control, right? Like if a girl don't talk to you for like a day, a girl don't text you for a few hours. Oh man, KB, she didn't text me for hours. I'm panicking. What do? I don't want to lose her. What if she's talking to somebody else? And the girl will tell you sometimes she needs space. And you'd be like, oh man, no, KB, she didn't talk to me. Like, what do? And you panic. And what happens when you panic? You blow up her phone. You texting her, you trying to call her, you pull up to a crib on some crazy shit. And some girls may like that, but it's not always the best thing to do. It's not. But when you have a sense that when they have a sense that you don't care, or even if you do care, but you're not about chase, they will treat you, they will chase you more. They will be more inclined to you. They will do things that they never did before. And a lot of you guys can't do that. You can't go a day, you can't go, let alone a week. What if she's did this to every, and I know girls that do this shit. What if she's, for every guy she's ever talked to, she's went a week without talking to them, right? Just to test them, just to like, this is a power play of hers. She's not necessarily done. She's not necessarily not talking to you because she doesn't want to talk to you anymore. But like, she takes a week just to test you, to see how you react, just to have you chasing and begging. It's a power play. She want to have the control. All this nice, cuddly, lovey shit is done. Time to get them. We're going to go a week. Time to camp out. And she want to see what you do. But most guys can't do that. Most guys can't go a week without talking to her. I get it. The first day, you can be like, yo, you good? What happened? Like, why you not answering? And you see she's still posting on her story. That means she's okay. She's just deliberately ignoring you. Whatever the case may be, it's never no reason for that, because you're an adult. You can talk about your problems like a mature adult. So she go a week without talking to you, and then next thing you know, you panic. You've been trying to blow her up. You trying to see her. You pulling up to her house. She asks you. You pulling up to a job. You asking what's wrong, and she not telling you. It's a power play. But most of y'all don't have the balls, the heart, the mental fortitude to not talk to her for a week. And you should think about it like this: you posting on your story, but not texting me. In my head, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you then. I don't want to talk to you either. Like, what? You want to ignore me especially for no reason? You're playing games. It's a game. But this is another reason why girls don't chase y'all. This is another reason why you don't have girls obsessed with you. Because you can't go a few days without talking to a hoe. It's simple. Like, have some self-control. Have some self-control. And I know it's a lot harder if you only have one girlfriend and this is your only girl, and then she goes a week without talking to you. You're trying to salvage the situation. You're trying to fix things. But sometimes you got to understand when being excessive is enough. right? And you got to know when, all right, this is enough. I'm not doing this with you. You know what? You want to play that game? That's fine. I'm going to let you play it. You can take the mature route or you can match your energy, right? We're not going to get into the tactics and techniques, but you got to join Patreon for that or subscribe to the relationship course. But that's another main reason why girls are not chasing y'all. That's another reason why you can never have a girl obsessed, because you, like, if she deliberately is not talking to you, why can't you just say, you know what, I'm gonna let you rock, I'm not about to chase you. Another reason is why girls don't chase you: you don't make your life exciting. You don't post any pictures, you never show that you're out. All you do, you may post yourself at the gym here and there. That's not exciting. Your life doesn't seem exciting. Your life seems boring. There's nothing fun about what you do. What do we got going on here? You know? And it's like, I'm not really feeling it. It's like, yeah, I look at his story. Yeah, he may be handsome, but he ain't got nothing going on. He kind of boring. Meanwhile, she look at my story. I'm always posting something. And what I do is I put a whole bunch of people in my private story. I show everything. I show girls and all. If I'm with my shorty, I'll show her. Yeah, we chilling. You see that big booty, you see it. Yeah, we at this hotel, or if we not, we out doing this, driving in the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm always showing something that makes my life look a lot more fun than it is. And if your life is that fun, take somebody else shit. They ain't gotta know. Follow somebody who lives a grandiose life. Obviously not excessive. You don't want to be doing things that's out of your price range. So then she be like, wait, you be doing all this shit. How come you're not doing it when you finally take her out, right? But take somebody else shit. It don't matter. Make your life look fun. Cause then your life look fun. She gonna want to get a part of it. Like, damn, this nigga always out. Yeah, wait. This nigga go out every day? Shit. Damn, he popping bottles? I ain't never had, was it 1942? I ain't never had that before. But this is the reason why your life seems boring. You wonder why girls don't chase you. So let's recap. Not taking care of your looks, not taking care of yourself, not taking care of your clothing, not staying on your fitness, being in the gym. Another reason, telling girls no. A lot of you guys don't tell girls no, whether it's hanging out, putting your purpose first. You know, that's another reason. Putting your purpose first. Nobody puts their purpose first. There's nothing about your purpose that anything should come before it. Everything should come before, nothing should come before that. Everything should come after that, right? And that's a lot of things you guys do. You don't have any standards. Now, and it's making your life exciting. And another thing is demanding respect. Demanding respect. And this is a thing that that I see a lot of guys, I don't know whether it's just a level of awareness, a level of just knowing that you want to be respected. And I think with me, it's been an innate, is something, is a way I was raised, right? I think always, like I said, it's how my father taught me, how I was raised. It just held myself to a high standard, right? So even when I was younger, somebody's talking to me crazy. I'm like, yo, why are you talking crazy? Like, and that's genuine question. Like, why are you talking to me like this right now? I'm just trying to understand. Am I yelling at you? Why are you yelling at me? So, all right, cool. No, and then a lot of girls, what they'll say, "Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just playing." And they'll try to get sweet. "Oh, I'm just playing, Daddy. Don't take it so serious. I'm always joking. Yeah, don't tell me you playing and you just call me a bitch. Don't do that. Don't. That's fine. You could joke, but don't joke with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull it back." And then another thing with me is I'm just a very natural, I want to say, I don't want to say bossy, but I guess I am. So a lot of the times, if I'm with a girl, or if a girl says, "Oh, do this," I'll be like, "Don't tell me what to do." Just naturally. Sometimes I say it jokingly, but it's like a reflex. I'm like, "Don't tell me what to do." They're like, "Oh," I say it so much, they're like, "Oh my God." Like, all right, I'm just making a suggestion, but still don't tell me what to do. And then I'll just be like, "All right, what you say now?" Like, just a reminder, like, who you talking to? You know, I'm not a violent person. I am a little aggressive, but like, I don't like put my hands on one, but that's just me. Don't tell me what to do. But a lot of you guys don't do that. And a lot of you guys be so hung up on a girl, You'd be like, oh, damn, KB, she bad. I don't want to talk to her like that. I might lose her. That's the problem right there. You afraid of losing her. And a lot of times you got to understand, you guys attract these situations. The girl might be head over heels for you, but you'll never know because you're like, I'm so afraid of losing her. That ain't even the case half the time. That ain't even the case half the time. Like, you guys don't understand that you have to be in charge. And I truly think that it's something innate within us as humans. I think it's innate for a woman to serve a man. They might disagree because there's this narratives in society. But if you look at statistics, women who are stay-at-home moms, they're a lot happier than women who do it on their own, because women who do it on their own, they got to fend for themselves. They don't have anybody to pay for them. They're not happy. And they'll say it themselves, I'm getting tired of paying on my own bills. I want somebody to do it for me, which is why women are so quick to say, I want a man who's making more than me or less. And I think it's something innate. They want a man to take charge. They want a man to lead. And there are a lot of sub-communications when you first get to know a girl that you do this, right? That's why girls test you with shit tests and compliance tests to see if you'll comply with her and listen to her, right? There's a lot of different indicators of this, but I truly believe that it's innate for men to take charge, and a lot of you guys don't know how to do that. You'll sit there and wait for a girl to tell you what to do. Like, a lot of times you'll hit a girl up, so what you want to do? Where you want to go? I like whatever you like. And then a little bit down the line, you'll see you're in a situation where this woman is taking control of the relationship. She's leading the relationship. And then a little later down the line, she'll start to resent you for it because you don't know how to take charge. You don't know how to lead. You don't have leadership qualities. And you think you're doing the right thing by giving into her every will. But a lot of times women ask for things that they don't want and need. Right? Like, I literally watched a video and these women were like, so the guy was like, so do you think that guys who are players and just want to, just want to have sex and just want to, like, pump and dump girls, most likely you'll meet these guys at the club or the bar? They said, yeah, 100%. Then he says, so why do you guys go to the bar in the club? Oh, but I'm just going with my friends. That's different. But you're putting yourself in that environment. What's changing? Oh, but it's different because I'm with my friend. But just that logic and reasoning, this is because women, they're not always so logical. Some women, this is why I believe that you gotta have some standards for respect. You gotta know your worth, and you gotta know when to leave, because no offense to women, they're just different than we are, right? Like I said, we're equal, but there are perks to being a man, and then there's perks to be a woman. And I feel like a lot of the times most men are a little more stable mentally and have a little more clarity, and they can do things under pressure without making emotional decisions. And sometimes their logic is based from emotion, so it's not so logical, if that makes sense, right? So demanding respect. And then another thing, and I'll end it off with this: just developing some type of character. Like, I feel like a lot of guys have trouble with knowing how to talk to girls. I feel like a lot of guys have trouble with knowing how to just even approach girls. And I think that's quite normal. Even if you go a long time without talking to a girl, without speaking to a girl, you can get a little rusty. So I think a lot of guys need to develop character, and it's real easy to develop character. Obviously, you would work on it as if you work on it when you're in the gym. Like, if you need a routine, look at comedians that are not that popular. I used to do that when I was like, after my last relationship, I used to go to bars a lot, and I never even drank. I never even drank a day in my life, right? Because I've always been like doing sports, and I still do sports, right? That's another reason, and obviously my religion. So I never drank, but I would go to bars and I would take these comedians' routines, and I would have these girls at the bar laughing, fanning over me because I'm the funny guy, and I'm not even funny. I'm a little too serious, to be honest. I'm a very serious person. Like, I might crack jokes on here, and a lot of people do think I'm genuinely funny, but I don't think so. I think I'm very serious. I'm always serious, almost like to a detriment. Like, I'd be like, damn, what's wrong with me? I need to lighten up. But I'm a very serious person. But develop some type of character, even if you want to find somebody to model yourself after. I know that my target audience, there are a lot of younger guys. A lot of you guys are very young. So Um, you don't necessarily know who you are yet. You're not developed as a person. But these are why you subscribe to Patreon. These are the reasons why you get your relationship course. So you can develop certain habits and character, and you know how to interact, because some things, even when you do have money, there's some things that still need to be taught and learned, right? Because I do have clients that are rich and they have issues with females too, but just a different kind of issue. So, certain things you still need to learn either way. But anyway, guys, I'll take like one or two questions. We're going to end this podcast off. Remember, this is podcast number 157, Why Women Don't Chase You. If you want to listen to this podcast, you can find it on Anchor and on Spotify. Hit the link in the bio. Make sure you get your relationship course. You can also hit the link in the bio. That was Tate as an AI Tate, AI Andrew Tate. Thank you for the drop. But yeah, hit the link in the bio, guys. We're gonna end it off with this song, and this is J.O. Say It Ain't, and then right after this, we'll take some questions.
Yeah, nigga. This is that big Hollywood shit, nigga. We copping that shit you wish you could get. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fucking around out here, man. Fuck you thought it was, nigga. You know how we do it, nigga. We doing back-to-back shit. Ain't no stopping, ain't no motherfucking breaks, nigga. This shit ain't for the weak. So tell them niggas, watch out. I'm gon' blow, ain't depending on no niggas. Yeah, I'm gon' roll. I ain't even tripping about the lies being told. That's what happens when you poppin' niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Got the city on fire, but I'm still too cold. Always tell it like it is, yeah, you know I'm too bold. But you still sleeping on me, niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, got it figured out. Tried to be the nice guy, but now I'm on a different route. Probably got your girlfriend in my crib, just trying to dick her down. And best believe I kick her out if she don't plan on putting out. Yeah, cause I'm a dog, I'm a fucking dog. Got a lot of bitches, but I'm always trying to fuck some more. Yeah, so what you want from a nigga? I done found out the game, and they don't be loving niggas. I'm good, I'm all set. The way I do my own thing, yeah, they all vex. Out here calling shots like a motherfucking rep. Whole time y'all was playing checkers, I was playing chess. Man, this shit a mess. I'm gon' blow, ain't depending on no niggas. Yeah, I'm gon' toe. That's what happens when you poppin' niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Got the city on fire, but I'm still too cold. Always tell it like it is, yeah, you know I'm too bold. But you still sleeping on me, niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't so that I'm back, nigga. Tell Shorty that I'm in. She know he a whack, nigga, doing all that yapping. He just hating cause my stack's bigger. Hit it front and back. I'm the one that got her ass bigger. Yeah, and I'm a boss. I'm a fucking boss. Feeling like I'm Cali, baby. I ain't never took a loss. Nah, and I made y'all with the cross. Putting on for my city, and I put that on the cross. So I'm good. I'm all set. Who's real? Who's fake? Man, let's put them to the test. I ain't worried about a thing, baby. I ain't never stressed. Ben thought I was that nigga. Man, I must confess. Bitch, I've been the best. I'm gon' blow, ain't depending on no niggas. Yeah, I'm gon' roll. I ain't even tripping about the lies being told. That's what happens when you poppin' niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Got the city on fire, but I'm still too cold. Always tell it like it is, yeah, you know I'm too bold. But you still sleeping on me, niggas say it ain't so. Say it ain't.
All right, guys, that was Say It Ain't by J.O. That song is not out yet, but when it does release, I will let you guys know. Anyway, but yeah, guys, if you want to ask some questions, you can join the Zoom just on YouTube. I have it in the chat. So we got what we got here. Let's look at some of these questions. How old am I? I am 30. A lot of people don't think I'm 30. I ain't got no gray hairs yet. Not even one. Thank God. Alhamdulillah, But I also do a lot of things that are good for my health, and I'm about to start doing more. I got to make sure my youth is still youthin'. Hey, yo, what's your what's your thoughts on dating a girl who works at a sports bar? Why not? You just got to understand, if she's a bartender, she's going to be getting a lot of attention. She's a girl, she's going to be getting a lot of attention in general. You started off giving great advice, then you lost it when you began advising men to deceive women. Wait, time out. When did I tell people to deceive women? When did I say that? When did I do that once? I'm confused. Question, chat. Did I tell you guys to deceive women? Oh nah, these glasses are blurry. Where my cleaner at? These shit's blurry as hell. When did I tell you guys to deceive women? I am in awe. Hey, but sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. I ain't gonna lie to you. Not buddy tweaking, you good. Exactly. Like what? What did I tell you how to deceive women? Do you think when you overshare or post it's too much, turn a woman off? Are you talking about my personal content? Honestly, I don't give a fuck what women think. Because honestly, like for every woman that get turned off by it, I get women that DM me and be trying to be on my body. Like I disagree with some things, but you're still really cute. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to suck that from the back. Yeah. Let me stop. I'll play. Kind of. But yeah. Let's see, chat. What we talking about? So ways to make girls obsessed with you. Do you think girls just don't chase? No, there's definitely girls that chase. They just don't do it like men do. Some do, some don't. Some girls will follow you to the end of the world. But it's usually after you done lay something down, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of girls won't. They'll make it really easy for you. They'll put themselves in position, but girls don't have game. This is what you got to understand. A lot of girls just rely. There may be an exceptional few that know how to get a guy based on the things that they say and the things that they do, but for the most part, girls don't have game, especially really because one day, they taught that they're the prize and they're like there's God gift to earth. They're princesses. They see other women get princess. So society has this narrative where it's happy wife, happy life. So girls don't have game at all. Girls have no type of game. They show up and they look pretty and that's it. You ask a girl, oh, if you really like a guy, what you want to do to really impress him? Oh, put on my best makeup, put on my best outfit, put on some slutty shit. No, that's not game. There's nothing that you have to say to really try to get a man. Women don't usually get rejected. This is something that Patrice O'Neal stressed. Women don't get rejected. You haven't got rejected 100 times. You haven't have to learn routines and techniques to get a girl. Women don't have game. So if it's a woman having a game, ask her, challenge her on it. What are you going to do to get a man? Oh, you going to cook for him? But how you going to get him to that point? You just going to say, hey, let me cook for you? Some men so down bad, they might go for that. But that's not the point. The point is women don't have game. They don't, that's not how their life is set up. They don't need to go get anything. Shit is usually just handed to them. I know women that just get money for being women. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Do your techniques work for modern day women? Because I feel like this society, that's the only people it work on. Who else? Ain't gonna say, do your techniques work on modern day women? Come on, bro. It's specifically designed for that. That's why you need the relationship course. Go get it and see. I promise you it won't let you down. Is it so bad if your girl won't ask to hang out with me, but every time I ask her, she makes time for me? Well, change it up. Maybe you need to go out. You go some days without asking her to hang out. But the problem is, like I said, you ain't got no self-control. You ain't got no type of, you know what I'm saying? No type of discipline. You can't go a week without seeing your girl. But that's another indicator that you need to take the lead. She's waiting for your lead. But girl can ask to see you. And if she'll never ask to see you, see how long she can actually go. And then you got a right to complain about it. I'm not big on complaining, but it's like, bitch, I want to know you want me too. Hold on a second. Let me. How you get revenge on an ex that put a restraining order on you? You don't. You stay away from her so you don't go to jail, fool. Like what? If she has a restraining order on you, you stay away from her so you don't get locked up. What's wrong with you, boy? What you thought I was gonna say? Y'all boys be bugging. Talking about getting revenge. Nigga, you need to stay in the house. Clearly, you didn't learn your lesson. If you have a restraining order, you know what happens when you violate restraining orders? Man, out his rabbit ass mind. Leave that girl alone. Like what? The best revenge you could get on a girl who put a restraining on you is moving on. Moving on, popping out with a new shorty, posting it on your story, and not violating your restraining order. And when she lets it up, and if it was just a ploy, if she was on some bullshit, when she do come back, block her. And like, please leave me alone. Don't ever talk to me again. We have a restraining order. Stay. How many miles you got to stay from her at all times? My concern is how the hell you got a restraining order? What did you do? Now I do know that some girls, they be excessive, because I know a lot of guys, especially guys who call me, who get DV charges. They get domestic violence charges, and the guy never even laid a hand on her, never even did anything to her, but they got a domestic violence charge. Why? Because the girls lie, girls get upset and want to call the cops. But just stay away from her, dude. That's the best thing you can do. We gotta see her once a week, so don't see her for 2 weeks. Simple. Oh, your Patreon app is giving you a hard time. Maybe you need to restart it. Like restart it and then like refresh it or update or re-download it. Sometimes it's the app itself. Your phone could have some bugs. He said, what you supposed to do if I cheated on my girl and she can't get over it? Leave her. Now, hold on, cause my tooth, I ate one of these Hershey Kisses and my teeth is like really like OD sweet right now. But the reason I say that is because she's holding on to it. Now, cheating isn't okay. It's not. And I'm not recommending that you cheat. But you got to understand the psychology of it. Because if she says she's going to forgive you and she continues to bring it up, what you have to do is leave. Because now it's like you're getting annoyed. You're getting annoyed with it. You don't like it. And what she needs to do is see you not there. Because it's one thing to cheat, but if you're willing to leave your girl for another girl, that's when they get a little panic and frantic. And then they get into this headspace of like, damn, like I'm not good enough. Or if like, damn, what did I do? Like, why couldn't I keep my man? What did I do that I can't, like what I can change. I'll fix it. Like I said, like, there's one thing. I had an uncle, right? My uncle, when he was with my aunt, he would cheat on her, and then he would come in the house and she would had to how he saw she had the nerve to complain, right? And then he would leave the house for like a week, and then he would call to like speak to like his kids or some shit, and she asked him to come back home. She asked the kids to ask him to come back home, and she never got any closure. She never even got a chance to see what was going on. But then again, this was back in the day. Options were different, but it's still a psychology of not getting closure, not knowing why he did what he did, and him just pulling away abruptly and not being able to deal with it. So if you pull away and she can't get over it, you got to say, you know what? I love you, but I'm gonna just take some space. Then her mind's gonna go crazy. Are you cheating again? What are you doing? Not saying that you need to, but you need to separate from the situation, because if she's not gonna get over it, you're gonna deal with that forever. Are you gonna deal with that forever? No, I wouldn't want to deal with it forever. If you're gonna say you'll get over it, get over it. Yeah, but that's the thing, and that's another thing. When guys cheat, they subjugate themselves to so much, because now, because you cheated, you have to feel bad. You have to allow yourself to be disrespected. Because I see it all the time. You cheat, and now a girl's talking to you crazy, calling you outside your name, putting her hands on you, crying all the time, and so you feel bad. No, listen, I understand what I did. What I did was wrong. If you apologize, cool, that's it. But we're not about to sit here. You're not about to be talking to me crazy. You're not about to be putting your hands on me. You're not about to be calling me outside of my name. Listen, I don't give a flying F about none of that shit. Yeah, okay, I did what I did. I'm human. Yeah, listen, I truly believe it's in a man's nature. A man gonna do what he gonna do. But if he's still trying to be with you, if he ain't leave you, that's a sense of loyalty. And that's what women don't understand. Like, sometimes if a man doesn't leave and he's still with you, especially men that cheat, but they don't leave their family. There's men that leave. Those men aren't loyal. Because why would you leave your wife, your kids, and all of them for themselves after you had a baby and you have a wife and you have a family? That's a sense of no loyalty. You just completely abandon them. Then you have no loyalty. I'm not saying cheating's okay, but if she's still complaining, you gotta sometimes you gotta up and leave. Like, you're doing too much. And it's simple. There's no other question about it. Or just leave for a bit. Maybe she'll change her mind. Because shit, some girls they might want to get vindictive. They might do shit behind your back. Because if it lingers for too long, then maybe you need to question it. And that's the honest truth. Let's see. I told the girl that I've known for a while I had strong feelings for her, and she kind of blew it off. Plus, she may be leaving. First of all, you'll never tell a girl like that I like her. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, and this is how I know you guys don't watch the content. Like, you guys would be subscribed to Patreon and listen to the podcast, but then be like, "Oh, I told a girl I had strong feelings for her, and she didn't. She blew me." Like, what do you guys do? You guys just subscribe because you like me? Because that's what I'm feeling. What it is like. You guys fuck with me, so you just subscribe. You're not actually watching the content, because the shit that you guys go through is no way. That's why I tell everybody, just get the relationship course. Get the relationship course. Is there for you. How many times does AI have to tell you? Okay, you heard him. Like, yo, like, I be going through some wild, like, trivial shit. Like, come on, they be going through some like weird shit. I found out she cheated, so I pulled up on her and she called the police. Oh man, that's crazy. But you know what? When I get it. I understand. If you pulled up to talk, but if she called the police, you know what? It's done. It's done. I do have a on Patreon. There's a segment that I did that's called Dark Game. Um, but that's usually something that you are on good terms with, that you could do. But if you she already cheated, she called the cops. The best thing for you to do is to never talk to her again, no matter what. If she come back, the best revenge you could do um is block her. To be like, please leave me alone, never talk to me again, and block her. Simple. Because if she already cheated, that means you've been doing something wrong in that relationship. Something ain't right. You doing a lot of things wrong. Yeah, I've heard of oil pulling. I have mad coconut oil too. Said I just got back from the gym. Okay. Why you telling me, motherfucker? Was that your question? I don't think I need that. The key is to be more on your shit legit. Um, Hey, do you see yourself settling down in the future? I'm trying to settle down now. It's hard. Hard, man. I really am. I don't want to be in these streets. I don't talk to a lot of people always think that I'm me out here just fucking with mad girls. I don't do that. I don't. I don't. I really just be trying to be on my purpose. I try to be in the gym. Of course, I still box. Motherfuckers don't want to fight me. It's hard because I should have like 20, 30 fights. I should be ready to fight for a title at my age, or should have been. Because of inactivity, people see that I'm skilled, and people just starting out because I only have one pro fight when I should have more, and they're like, "Yeah, nah, we don't want that smoke." So people are not really trying to take a lot of risks because it's high risk, low reward if you fight me. You know what I'm saying, especially for where I'm at in my career. But listen, man, I do be trying something. I want to get married eventually. Shit, your boy might have more than one wife. Who knows? We'll see. Let's try to work it out. I gotta get rich first. I don't want to throw away the opportunity of having one wife first, though. And I feel like I'm a pretty reasonable person because everybody treats me nice. But you got to, man. I'm Muslim. It's part of my religion. I have to get married. It's a necessity. You know, I want to get married. How to entertain a female? I don't entertain females. The fuck? They entertain me. If you want to entertain her, invite her over for make her some food and put some TV on. The fuck? Like, it's a very vague question. Good thing about Patreon, I missed the whole lives. Is going to be on Patreon. The whole live will be on YouTube. Feeding scraps in a relationship. I mean, you can feed scraps, but this is the thing. I break all the rules. Like, you don't necessarily have to feed scraps. You can be loving and caring and lovey-dovey. You can even do some simp shit. But if you balance it out the right way, you'll be good. Because that's the thing, like, and I remember hearing AMS used to talk about that feeding scraps, but it's not always like that. And that all depends. It depends on who you are, what you have to offer, how you look, where her level of attraction is for you. You could be loving, you can text a bitch all day if you want. Sometimes you can break the rules. It all depends on the person and what you're doing. That's a whole nother level, though. A lot of this shit is in the course, but y'all motherfuckers ain't get the course. Why is it hard? Why is it hard to settle down? Are you serious? Do you see what I look like? Come on, man. And that it's not that. It's just sometimes I be trying to mind my business, and I feel like when I do finally mind my business, girls be hunting me down. You know, they be chasing me down. And I feel like when I just be like, all right, I'm gonna focus on this one person, and then it'd be like these fucking big booty bitches want to slide in my DMs and bother me, and I just be like, not now, man. Just leave me alone. I want to do the right thing. What's that J. Cole song? I want to do the right thing. I want to fold clothes with you. It'd be hard, man. They be in my body sometime, man, and it's just be like. And then the thing is, you tell a girl no, or you turn down a girl, they don't take that as you're not interested. They take that as try harder because some girls are just not used to being told no. And it makes it very difficult for me because it's like, you look good, but I there's no future for you. I don't see with certain girls, like there be girls with OnlyFans. Y'all know how I feel about that. But then again, but that's why I said it's exceptional. Like if you're making money from it, there's always exceptions. There's always exceptions. There's always exceptions. But I don't know. Maybe if I didn't put my face in it, then maybe. But like you out there, nah, I don't know. I don't know. It would have to be discussed. How do you get your girl back when you fumble? Stop chasing. Go on YouTube, dude. I have a 4-part video series on that. And honestly, sometimes it's better for you to just let it go. But if you want to learn to get your girl back, subscribe to YouTube and subscribe to Patreon. There's a lot of different tactics and techniques there, but It might take you a long time. Opinion on men cheating. What is tonight? Cheaters night? Y'all niggas just be out here. I think cheating is. I think it's honestly it may be a little natural. I just think that men are designed to be with women sometimes. So when you cheat, yo, are y'all serious with this cheat shit? How to cheat? Cheating? Like, what are you? Yo, yeah, motherfuckers is crazy for real. Crazy. Everybody want to know how to cheat. All right, sick as I'm done with y'all. Yeah. Y'all doing too much. I can't even take it serious. You know what? It's the first step is self-improvement. Subscribing to the podcast. There's a whole bunch of self-improvement on there. I promise you. All you got to do is listen to the podcast. I get guys messaging me every day talking about how I changed their life. Subscribe to the podcast. That's all the self-improvement you need. Everybody are happy here. Everybody wants to cheat. I know this shit is crazy. Like, what's going on? Listen, cheating is not good. I don't recommend cheating. But what you have to understand is this narrative in society that is supposed to be one man for one woman forever. And it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. Listen, you think it's an accident that there's more women in this world than there are men? You think it's an accident that a man can have multiple babies in 1 year? Meanwhile, a woman can only have one? You think that's an accident? No, it's not an accident. Right? It's not. It's so many reasons if you take the time to think about it. Why do you think all these religions, they say it's okay for you to have more than one wife? I think this is divine information. Yeah, it's better to have one. And I'll tell you, trust me, it's better. Less drama, less problems. You get to build a connection with one girl. That's always fun. Like, love is fun. I'm not going to deny that. But and the down part of being with multiple people, you almost have to rebuild yourself and teach yourself how to get attached again, and that takes time. And that's another reason, I guess, why it's kind of hard for me. You know, it's been years since I've been in like an official relationship, and I do want that. I need that, you know, because women are distractions. Honestly, you need one is a lot better than many, but a lot of people don't understand that it's natural for a man, but all these women think that they the shit and their vagina is made of gold and you know drips liquid gold and that it's supposed to be one man for one woman. No, it's not like that. That's not. I promise you, that's not what God had intended. It's better for you, yeah. But they taught us verses in the Bible, verses in Quran. It talks about having multiple women. Even if you're not a religious person, use logic. You know, and that's the problem with cheating. Women don't understand men, and men don't understand themselves because y'all given to this narrative too. That's why everybody's cheating. And women think that, oh, my man's never going to cheat. Your man probably been cheating. You just don't know. And a lot of women, they don't, not saying all women want to cheat, but I think a lot of women can be okay with just being with one man, but that they can't face or accept that reality. It's the truth. It's the truth. He said, what verse is that? Hold on. I'm on my computer right now. I'll look for it for you. I know it's a verse where it talks about if you're going to have more than one wife, it prepares you. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me look it up. It says, if I give the prophecy of I can fathom all mysteries known to knowledge, and if you have marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage kept pure, God willing, for the sexual and moral. Trying to find it. It's a lot of reading, but you guys can also Google it yourself. Trying to find it for you guys. Let me see. I'm about to close out the whatchamacallit, the Zoom. If you guys have any last questions before I log out, ask now. Waleed, you got something to say? All right, guess not. All right, let me try to find this for y'all because I said it. What if your wife can't cook? She better learn. Why you wife her in the first place? That should be one of the requirements. It says Moses had more than one wife. This is also the president of the conjunction of Lion brother's wife who died without. I'm working. All right, so you look at Deuteronomy 25, 5 and 12. What else? And yeah, there's another thing. You look at Solomon. Solomon had like 700 wives. I forgot about that. 700 wives and like 300 concubines. You know what a concubine is? Concubine are basically like women that serve you. That's excessive. Listen. It's hard keeping up with two people or three. 700. What this man just he laid eyes on them and was like, "I want you." He niggas walking throughout his kingdom. He said, "I like the way you look. You mine now. I'm gonna see you tonight." Go get her dressed up and prepare for our honeymoon. Like shit is crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of different verses. Just look this shit up. I think Abraham had more than one wife. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Deuteronomy 17, 16 through 17. There's a lot of verses that refer to it. And there's even a verse that I also Isaiah 4:1. I remember this. And I'm not sure if this is past or if it's talking about a future event where they talk about in that day, 7 women will take hold to one man. We will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's talking about a future tense, but you can see that today. 7 is a bit expensive though. It's like, I just got a headache thinking about that. I'm over here giving you Bible verses. I ain't even Christian, but the point is, it happens. He said it's in the end. So is that talking about end times? Yeah, that's a parable, Chris. What? Somebody tell his fool. He said you don't believe in God. Come on now. I'm probably the only creator on here that does. Everybody an atheist nowadays. This shit is crazy. Y'all crazy. You should look through your girl's phone. I know that's something Randy believe in. But anyway, guys, let me get off of here. I gotta go. I'm gonna go to the gym. Thank you for joining, guys. I'm being consistent. I appreciate the consistency. And you guys need to help me by how do you help me by supporting me? I'm not telling you to donate to my Cash App, even though you can if you want to. Just make sure you give me likes, make sure you follow me, subscribe, Subscribe to the podcast if you don't want to pay for Patreon, which also Patreon is very cheap, $16 a month, which is nothing. You'll probably spend more than that in a day, every day. Subscribe to the podcast, which is free. A lot of really good information on there. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow. This is like a show. It's like a show to me, you know. Lights, camera, action. It's like the KB show, the Fisherman show. I might do that, like the Fisherman show. Take questions, give a segment. You know what I'm saying? It's literally like a show. This is like the best shit on. This is the best shit ever. I don't know why everybody's not subscribed. But anyway.